How's it going, 3D MJers? A while back, Coach Jeff Alberts a while back, Coach Jeff Alberts made a video on the origins of 3D muscle journey. And the gym's quiet, I'm between sets trying to catch my breath. And so I thought I would just give a quick take on my version of the origins of 3D muscle journey and how, I got involved in 3D muscle journey, from my perspective. And for me, 3D muscle journey, even though I didn't know it, 3D muscle journey actually began for me in the year 2006 when in a small, teensy tiny little show in Chico, California, I met this dude by the name of Jeff Alberts. And Jeff was a very nice guy. I was kind of shy and reserved. It was only my second show. Actually, I think it was my third show now that I think about it. And I had done very well in both of my first shows. And so I was kind of trying to be the quiet guy that, didn't have a lot to say and then, just blew everybody away with my physique. And so Jeff and I were talking, and Jeff was a really cool guy, and I was really not sure how to take him at first. But, basically we found out, there's only going to be 6 guys at this show, and 3 of us were in the lightweights. And so as I was kind of sizing up the competition, I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure that I can take the lightweights. And boy, I don't know though, that Jeff Alberts guy in the middleweights is going to be tough to beat. And we get on the scale, and Jeff Alberts weighed 160.5 pounds. And I literally had my jaw drop when I saw that. And then I get on the scale and I was 161. So that was an eye-opening experience for me and kind of my whole approach toward natural bodybuilding. I learned a lot about, the illusion of size, and how symmetry is the ultimate equalizer. So anyway, next couple years, I think 2007, and I think I do like an NPC show or something like that, do very well. I get 4th in the open middles. 2008, as many of you know, I won my pro card up at the Washington State Nationals with the INBF. And then in 2009, I got to make my pro debut, so to speak. And so I start prepping, and I met up with Alberto Nunez and Eric Helms and all, basically the core of 3D muscle journey through the end of 2008 and the beginning of 2009 through, some bodybuilding.com forums and whatnot. And I take my training partner and at the time my best friend Billy out to see Eric and Adam compete at the NGA Mr. California in Folsom. And, fully expecting to meet up with the guys, really hoping that Adam and Eric will do well. So we show up for prejudging, and we got there kind of late, so prejudging had already happened, so we kind of got there for the night show. And Alberto and Eric and Todd are talking about this guy that's probably going to win the whole thing. He's just got these freaky hamstrings and this funky muscle, and he's got everybody beat. So I open up the program because the NGA, they always have a nice little program. Look at the athletes, and I'm like, oh, I know that dude. And immediately my memories go back to 2006. I go back, talk to Jeff. Jeff remembers me, which shocked me. And sure enough, Jeff Alberts wins his NGA pro card at that show. So anyway, we kind of all got to talk quite a bit there. Jeff and Alberto and myself and Eric, and that's when Eric, was really kind of in the throes of creativity, I guess you might say. And then into 2009, the 3 of them, kind of formed the idea of 3D muscle journey based on Jeff's kind of online muscle magazine, concept, I guess you might say, kind of using that as a launching pad. And then at the end of 2009, beginning of 2010 is when they asked me to come on board as a coach, which, to this day, I'm still thrilled and honored, that I was lucky enough to be able to, have those guys bless me with that opportunity. And then, we had our first sponsorship, and the rest is kind of history. And now, in case you guys didn't notice, I'm all about 3D muscle journey. I just love it. I love, coaching people. just today I did a Skype session with a gal in Singapore, and it was so cool. I'm talking with this gal in Singapore. We're finishing up her Skype session, and she's walking through the streets of Singapore on her phone as we're doing the Skype session. And I'm like, how many people get to do this? Coach athletes online, halfway around the world. And it's just such a honor and such a blessing to be part of this. And so I don't want to take up a lot of time. Just wanted to kind of give my version or where 3D Muscle Journey came from my perspective, and how I'm sure of it. God just had it in His plan that the four of us just kind of met together and started this whole thing, and it's such an honor, and I can't tell you how much I enjoy doing this. So thank you for watching. Thank you for paying attention. Thank you for all the support, and to all those 3D Muscle Journey clients, both past, present, and future. Thank you so much.